6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down throw, gone. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's Gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, Young. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Young looks to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 3rd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. Fighting through. He's still barreling through. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. play action. Young. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 8. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Young. That's a screen pass, so it's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. First and 10, Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. It's Young off play action, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Here's Jackson. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Okay, break. Ready?
Off the play fake, Young.
They'll air one out deep from Mingo. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Sheds off the tackle, and shedding him off, now open field. Touchdown, Carolina! Miles Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
In it to win it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Goff now looking to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go play action. Young. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3rd and long for Young.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Touchdown, Carolina! He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Get ready! Hold on to it! Hold on to it!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Lions 7. Riley Patterson, kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Young off the play fake. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Young. Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Young from the shotgun. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
A final shot before break here. Goff. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jackson on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And quickly they get to the line. Young on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Young on 3rd down.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here is Young.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot, 17.
They'll throw again. Young. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Young to throw on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Play action. It's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Out of the gun. Goff.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they toss out wide to Sanders, and he stopped immediately there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Second down, back to Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A play fake, now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, Panthers.
Why are you giving up?
Ready.
Tighten up. Play your position.
Field.
Now a first down throw for Young. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The pitch comes to Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll go again with Gibbs. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll try the air now with Gall. Nowhere to go
gets the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it.
Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Young to throw it. Throw left side, on target to Thielen. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should have taken.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Follow your man.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
And now here is another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Goff. And my goodness, another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And Young's going to throw it here. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Young to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good day, boys.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Push through, baby. Let's do this. Val, you won.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Hey, kill.
Another run for Gibbs here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.